So let's go and meet the guys. And they're already there.
This is Dash.
And this is Brigid and this is Vincent.
Yes.
Hi guys.
Hi, how's it going, Daniel? I take off my specs. Okay.
Yeah, so you got also names for your chicken, right?
I do. This is Dash.
Dash.
Dash. And this is Daisy with the white tail.
Hi Daisy.
And this is Dot.
Dot.
And they were all named by my grandchildren.
Ah,
Yes.
all right.
Yeah. Bridget and Killian.
So
and
are they
Rowan and Connor.
are they proud of that they're named after chickens?
Oh, they are.
So because we men would sometimes pronounce women and girls as chickens or so.
Oh, yeah.
Chicks, like chicks.
Yes.
Well, those chicks give me 3 eggs every day.
Oh yeah, well
They lay three.
They're
They lay an
very
egg.
productive.
yeah, they are.
They live here in the coop. In the
Oh, there's
house?
a bird trapped inside.
There's a bird inside.
Yeah.
So
They live in the coop. The bird, I'm sure she'll make her way out, Vincent.
There's a bird. The little bird went in for.
I see it. Yeah,
for
yeah.
feed. She'll find the door. It's she'll get out eventually.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I can see it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
She just went in for food, I think.
Yeah, probably.
So this is our quad bike.
Yeah.
We use this for travelling to the mountain, mostly in winter when we have to take some food up to the sheep.
You need to take feed up to the top of
The
the
top of the
mountain.
mountain.
There.
Ah, all right, all right, all right.
This is very useful.
Ah, so you go straight up to that mountain over there.
Yeah, the sheep are up there. You can see them dotted up there.
Oh yeah.
And in the winter, we may get snow for maybe 1 or 2 days.
Oh okay.
And you have to get oats or some food.
Oh
up
yeah.
there.
I'll give some.
All right. No,
So actually-
I get off this Bridget.
How long are you doing this here? Like for
the Airbnb?
no, like no, the like the
generations.
farming. Yeah, like the farming. How long?
Generations. I've been farming here for generations. My father and grandfather, way back generations, we've been farming here,
Yeah,
and we've sheep now, but we had cattle and horses. And
yeah.
we had all sorts of animals, poultry,
Okay.
ducks and geese, and
So the which generation you are right now?
I am, I think, around the 8th generation.
Wow, oh wow, the 8th generation of shepherds. So.
Yeah.
So like how many years is it then? I mean the 8th generation. This
several
must be
hundreds.
must be several hundred of years.
In
Yeah.
this locality, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
You want to feed a sheep yourself?
Yeah, probably yeah. But do you what do you do like with the sheep itself? So you use like also milk, or you only wool, or
We sell the wool. We shear the sheep in July,
yeah.
and we sell the wool, and the wool is made into garments in China, I think.
Oh
Basically, in the old days, the women would card the wool
yeah.
and then make it into thread, and then weave it into thread, and then make it into garments.
Oh.
And people wore lots of woolen garments in the old days.
Of course, yeah.
Because the houses were not as warm as they are now, and they needed to have. We didn't have the modern clothes that we have today.
Yeah,
The oilskins and all that.
yeah, of
We
course.
didn't have them. So people made their own clothes, and the farm was a hive of activity in those days.
Yeah,
It was like a little factory.
yeah,
I mean, we sat potatoes in these fields, and mangels and turnips for the cattle,
yeah,
and potatoes for the house,
yeah.
and we had our own food, our own milk, our own vegetables, our own meat, because we occasionally killed.
Yeah, you're
an animal.
completely independent, actually.
We were totally
Yeah,
self-sufficient.
yeah,
And then we joined the EU in 1973, and all the borders opened, so meat started coming in from other countries.
Oh, okay.
So our meat wasn't as valuable
Yeah,
as it is, as it was.
yeah,
So sheep farming is more difficult now we depend a lot on subsidies now from the EU.
Of course, I can imagine that, because time has changed dramatically, I would say.
Yes.
Well, basically, I suppose when we joined the EU first, because we had a lot more sheep and animals, farmers were asked to destock.
Yeah.
And now they are asked to restock and put more animals up on the mountains because they're not grazed as much as they used to be.
Yeah.
So it's a kind of a conflict of what might happen. That's a standing stone.
That's there for 5,000 years.
Yes.
The first Stone Age farmers
Really?
erected these.
And how you can track it back, that it's like 1,000 years old?
Well, they have dug up some of them, you know.
What?
And they have, had a look to see if
Okay.
if you find bones or something like that.
Yeah.
You're obliged to do an archaeological
Okay.
survey.
Yeah.
And some of them have had, we'll say the remains of fires and whatnot.
Okay.
And you can date the stones from that. Brigid has another one up on the hill.
Did you drag it there?
How did I get it up?
Yeah.
Very strong men with horses.
And women,
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah.
Men and women with horses had to. They didn't have any machinery
course, yeah.
in those days. So they brought these stones and erected them.
Yeah.
And some say there might be boundaries, a stone
Yeah, boundary markers.
showing a marker for...
There's actually another standing stone on the hill up
Yeah.
there. Can you pick that one out, Brigid?
Yes.
It's
Actually, I think I see. Can I see?
middle.
Is it that one? Like,
Yes.
or like in this area?
it's to the left a bit.
Probably.
We'll see it better when we get up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, basically, I suppose the whole idea as well was that maybe there were markers for, there was no roads. Like you see that road up there going all the way to Dingle? Well, that road wasn't there in hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
Where the bus is driving right
the
now.
bus is
That's the
driving.
road to Dingle. Yeah.
That's the road.
Actually, there was a tramper yesterday. A girl, she wanted to go to Dingle. Yeah, but unfortunately, they couldn't take her. She said like, "Oh no, I don't want to go to the sheep farm today." So, unfortunately, not.
So basically, where we're at in this area is that we are farming and jobs besides. People
Yeah.
have a job besides the farm,
Yeah.
along with the farm.
Yeah.
So it used to be that you would, in my father's time, my grandfather's, and back along, where everybody would be working on the farm and have enough money, make enough money off of the farm to keep going. But now we find that we have to diversify, like me and my Airbnb.
Yeah, but you got like very, you got like 300 reviews or so. So you had a lot of people sleeping in your house
That's right.
already.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people come, and they're very nice people.
Yeah.
I enjoy doing it. Yeah.
Of course, yeah, because I think for myself probably it's a little bit refreshing though.
That's right.
So because you have people from all nationalities
Yes.
and
It's like
bringing some stories up.
It's kind of like traveling almost to some of these countries and listening to their stories.
Almost, yeah.
Not quite as good, but almost.
Yeah, so we have a 5,000 years old rock here.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we've got some more dotted around. One of them now is about, I suppose, 3 or 4 meters tall, and it has fallen flat,
Yeah.
and it's lying on its back
Yeah.
up on top of the hill.
Okay.
But we'll take you there if you wish.
I think we might just walk a little bit
A
first
little bit
because
and
I think
see.
my shoes will be completely. Yeah.
I should have given you my Wellington boots. I forgot about that.
Yeah. It's too late.
Too late.
Yeah. Anyway, I know how to walk in high grass.
Another thing I want to tell you about, Daniel, is that we do a shepherd's walk
Yeah.
experience in the farm, separate from the accommodation,
Ah.
where people can book online on the Airbnb site,
Okay.
and they can come and we take them to the top of the mountain, introduce them to our sheep, and we have a sheepdog as well.
Ah, I see.
And we name Lulu, and we also have the chickens. So we tell people the history of the farm.
Yeah.
And they have the experience of meeting with our sheep and feeding. And they don't necessarily need to stay here. So if people want to check the Airbnb experiences for the Dingle Peninsula, it's under a number of categories. They will find it.
See, Brigid already knows how to advertise her. She's doing commercials already.
She is a good PR person.
Yeah, she is.
Well, she is very involved in the community.
Yeah, of course. No, just keep on, for
used
sure.
to talking,
well, in rural Ireland you have to, because in a place like this, we're living in Glounagalf camp in the Dingle Peninsula. The community make things happen.
Yeah.
And voluntary people are basically the backbone of the community here. So we've had to, it's been to survive in these mountains and hills, you need to be fairly...
Definitely, yeah. We don't...
industrious or ambitious or whatever the word is.
Yeah. We don't have this kind of community in Germany. Yeah. So what we want...
I was just going to say that if you look across the valley, there's a cluster of houses.
Yeah,
now,
like there and there and there.
Yeah, 4 or 5. Most of those are holiday homes.
Yeah.
We have one German person.
A gentleman or a German?
Oh, he's a nice guy.
He's both a gentleman and a German.
Yeah, really? He's German?
He is, and well, he's quite old now, so we don't see him very much.
Oh, okay.
I think he stays in Germany a lot.
Yeah.
We have 2 Americans.
Yeah.
There's a guy over there who was in the Korean War in the US Marines.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He's back. He's American, but he's got Irish roots, you know.
Yeah.
So he likes to stay around here. Another thing I might say is, you see the trees? Brigid has retained the trees on the farm.
Yeah.
The neighbouring farmer came back from America and he'd seen the open country and he removed all the trees and he actually got a grant that time, Brigid.
What happened really was some farmers in Ireland in rural Ireland were basically encouraged to make their fields bigger.
Yeah.
And some of them
grants for
went along with that encouragement. My father, who was very interested in trees, kept
and the animals
all
too.
the trees, because he decided that he felt the trees were shelter for the animals.
It is, yeah.
So in winter time, our sheep are the Scotch black-faced breed, and they came from Scotland way back in the last century. Lord Vintry brought them.
Yeah.
Before that, they were an older breed of sheep with a white face. They were called the Kerry sheep, and we still have the Scotch breed here in the farm.
Yeah.
And they're very hardy, but they're outdoors during the winter.
Okay.
So underneath those trees and up in the mountain, they're underneath the firs.
Actually, I can tell you the botanical names of those trees, because I don't know what they're called in English.
The mountain ash.
Okay. Mountain ash. Okay,
it's not an ash at all, but that's the name we give it.
Okay, so it's the botanical name is Sorbus aucuparia.
Could be. The next tree there is a holly. No, that's very successful in this valley.
We have holly. What is it called?
Holly.
Holly.
Call it. It's used at Christmas with the red berries.
It's ilex.
Ilex.
Yeah, ilex. Yeah.
And
it's used as a decoration at Christmas.
Yes, I know. It's ilex.
Yes. So we were children. My father used to come out and put a little holly bush and put it in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And we would hang our.
Of course, yeah. Do it in Germany as well. Sure. Is Christmas also a big thing in Ireland?
Yeah, very big.
Christmas is the biggest Christian feast
in
Ireland.
Well,
yeah.
All the immigrants come back from abroad and we have a good old party.
It's like I think it's the similarity in German are floating. Like
right.
It's like in Germany everybody makes a big fuss about Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I suppose it's to do with the church as well, the Catholic Church, where we believe that our Lord Christ was born on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And I think people in Ireland are very Catholic all the time.
Yeah.
And they still celebrate the tradition of Christmas in the churches.
Yeah.
So it's a big church feast day, the It's a big Christian church feast day here. So if you look down this way, you will see the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday. It was just beautiful over there.
Tralee Bay on this side, Brandon Bay on the other side as you climb higher.
Yeah.
And across the bay you have Ballyhaig, Feenit. You have the North Kerry Peninsula, basically.
Yeah, it's just your area you're living. Of course, you're already accustomed to a couple of years, but yeah, it's just beautiful here. That's why I try to avoid like autobahn and main roads and everything.
Talking of transport, Brigid, you should tell him about the railway cottage. You see the little cottage on top?
Like the light one, the white, yeah.
About 50 years ago, there was a light railway running there.
The Tralee-Dingle train ran from Tralee to Dingle every day. And from Dingle to Tralee in the morning, and from Tralee to Dingle in the evening, and it ran along by the side of the main Dingle Road.
Yeah.
And at that little cottage, there were two ladies named O'Driscolls. They would come out at different times.
The old Driscolls.
Old Driscolls. They would open the gate in the morning to let the train pass.
Yeah.
And close it.
Yeah.
To prevent animals going onto the line, and they would again in the evening open the gate and close it for the train to pass. And the train, there was a fair in Dingle at the time, and the last trains that travelled up until 1953 were called the Fair Day train.
Yeah.
The Fair Day trains. On a Saturday they would go to the market in Dingle and take the sheep and cattle all the way in the train to Tralee, and then they'd be taken further on another train up the country. So instead of having lorries, we had the train bring our animals from the fair.
When it was closed down,
was closed down.
Shut down, right?
Shut down. 1953, cars became part of the road. The Dingle Road became more of a feature at that rate. It was actually upgraded, and the train.
The bus, of course, was an hour faster.
Okay, yeah.
Like if you took the train, it took an hour longer to get to Dingle.
Because it was all locomotives, right? With like steam ones, yeah.
So transport changed and people went the quicker way.
Yeah, of course.
Nowadays they're flying everywhere.
Yeah. Nowadays, if I tell you what the flight from Germany to Dublin was costing me, it's like a joke. Actually, it was like I think 64 euros.
And it costs us an ordinary person. We're pensioners, but an ordinary person pays 64 to go by train to Dublin.
Yeah.
So it's totally uneconomic for
of course
Irish people to take the train.
I would definitely also not recommend to take the train in Germany as well. The German Bahn, as we call them, you know, the Deutsche Bahn is well famous, but
the Autobahn.
It's you better use the Autobahn instead of the Deutsche Bahn.
Yeah, and take a bus probably if you want.
No, the German roads are most of the time actually packed.
All right.
So you and people doing road rage every day. It's incredible. Like driving here is so civilized. It's
you should be here when there's a football match or something.
Yeah, but like as I just say, like people here are more friendly, and I like maybe you can also. This is I told this before. I have to ask Brigid as well. I was at a place, and there was stacking stones on each other.
All right.
And there was a whole field of it where people or tourists or whatever was stacking stone on each other. Can you tell me what's the reason behind this?
Stacking stones.
Stacking stones, yeah.
What is this?
I can show you a picture of it.
Yes.
There was people stacking stones.
In Ireland.
In here in Ireland, yeah, it's just not that far away.
What it is that somebody made a stack of stones.
Yeah.
The first person made it just because they wanted to kind of leave something of themselves behind. And the next thing, everybody who comes along does the same. Because there is nothing I've ever heard in history or in tradition in Ireland about stacking stones for any particular reason.
Yeah.
But I think it's just something that started to happen because I've seen it somewhere else. I've seen where people, they come along, they put a little stack of stones and somebody comes along afterwards.
Yeah, I also did it because maybe I thought this is like an Irish tradition or so to have like a little stack of stones, and I asked already. I asked a French guy. I asked, it's all everything on tape. I asked a French guy. I asked a guy from the Netherlands, and I asked a round table of old Kilorglan guys, and nobody absolutely.
No, because it's never been done before.
Yeah.
And what I will do now, Daniel, and I will ring Radio Kerry and tell them this practice has started. Somebody will put a name on it.
Yeah.
I think the tourists have started it because we have never heard of it.
Probably, yeah.
You see on top of that little hill over there?
You mean there, yeah?
Yeah. Now we have a small stack of stones.
I see it, yeah, I see it. You can.
That is a purpose. That is a marker for boats, fishing boats on the bay.
Yeah.
That gives them a bearing towards that hill, you know?
Yeah.
So it's done on top of mountains.
So this is like that they can see how far it is away,
where they are in the mist, in the rain.
Yeah.
There's another time then when years ago, thousands of years ago, if an important person died, his relatives stacked stones on top, right on top of his body.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of monuments around on top of mountains with cairns, we call them.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. So this is like not on every mountain, but on a few
mountains.
On special mountains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's coming.
There's actually so much to explore right now. You guys really know your history.
Daniel, this is Pedro, my pet sheep.
Pedro, yeah. Actually, I saw him on the
online.
Online already.
And his mother died when he was a baby lamb, and I brought him into the kitchen and gave him bottles of milk, and he survived.
And how old are they actually?
He's actually 4 years.
Okay.
He will never see
the
butchers. He is going to live here forever.
Forever, yeah. And what's the estimate?
He could live another 10
they
years.
They live generally 20 years. Of age is the oldest, maybe for sheep. That's about 100 years, roughly.
100 years?
Yes.
Really?
In human terms.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Like 1 dog years, like what 7 human years?
He is a ram.
A ram? What's
a young ram? He will be a daddy.
Ah, okay. Never heard the pronunciation ram.
No?
No, of course not.
It's the father of all the sheep. The male sheep.
How many male sheep do you have here?
We have usually 2 male sheep. They're on the mountain.
Oh, wow.
They travel with the sheep from November when they mate with the sheep.
Yeah.
And then in about April, I suppose, you start having lambs, depending on when your ram is left out.
Yeah.
And then we have baby lambs, small lambs, from about March, April on. And these are some of our baby lambs who've now become big.
Oh yeah, I see it.
They're grown up.
Mary had a little lamb.
Mary had a little lamb. So we keep the females, the ewes, as it's pronounced, for breeding, and we sell the male lambs for meat.
Oh,
so
right.
that's the system. So this is Millie?
Oh, you got everybody got a name, right?
No, everybody doesn't have a name.
Yeah, okay.
Special one.
Yeah. Oh.
This girl she's like Millie, but she's not Millie. Millie is hanging out somewhere. I have this other pet sheep.
Oh, they're fighting about?
This is a male sheep now. This guy with the horns.
Ah, all right. That's how you can separate them from the other ones. It's like the round horns. This one is a male sheep.
He's a male, yeah.
Okay. The males have bigger horns. The females have, as you can see, well, he's a male, but he's not a full male.
He's a docile male. He has been castrated.
Ah, okay. So
because he's related to the sheep, we don't want him to have any sheep or lambs with the sheep.
Yeah. So
in order to
he can stay now forever here, whereas the other active males.
He has no drive anymore.
Yes. Because they're related to lots
we
of
have to watch for the genetics of the flock, so that basically you make sure that the genetics are good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
So
because you want to have
you ram then for 3 years, and you the ram usually is moved on then after 3 years because he'd be related to the stock.
Yeah.
Again, you know, it's all kind of in the plan.
But what I was thinking about, the little like the color you put on the sheep. This is like for what which kind of sign is that? Like
that's a red mark to differentiate my sheep from my neighbour's sheep.
I thought so.
My neighbour
Yeah.
would have a blue mark. My other neighbour would have a green mark.
Yeah.
And in the olden times, when they were all out in the mountain, obviously, and they still are out in the mountain. Lots of my sheep are up there in the mountain. The red mark means that they're mine. And also we have a tag in their ear, which is a requirement of the Department of Agriculture.
Yes.
EU legislation, so that the sheep can be traced from farm to fork.
Yeah. Okay.
Since we joined the EU, basically, if we're selling sheep in the morning, and we have a fair coming up, camp fair is coming up next week, and if you're selling sheep, you have a docket and you fill up the herd flock number on your docket plus the number, the herd number of your sheep, and that goes into one of the forms goes to the Department of Agriculture. The other form is kept here by me, and on occasions you will have inspections from the department to ensure that everything is in order.
Because you're officially
to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And basically, I would be saying that the best meat in the world is in Ireland because traceability. Traceability. They're traced. Like if you are eating meat in a restaurant in the Dingle Peninsula or anywhere in Ireland, you're eating very good meat.
Okay.
Because it's out. The animals are out.
Well,
on the mountains.
This is an organic farm.
And this is organic. In other words, we don't use any
fertilizers.
I think that's very, very important lesson here, because eating in Germany we say like eating meat with like a conscience.
Yes.
So you don't eat meat every day, or just I mean that's a big problem in Germany, because people like starting their breakfast already with like sausage and pile loads of cheese and everything.
There's a trend away from having meat.
Yeah,
now
you
can have it 2 days a week, 3 days.
Yeah, that's the point. I really, I'm a big fan of this, because for me it's all right. If I could choose, I would pay like 5 times of the price for a piece of meat. But then you only eat it like once or like two times a week or so. Yeah.
Well, basically in Ireland, because there's so much controls, our meat is very, very wholesome and very, I suppose, organic, in the sense that there aren't, interventions. And in some other countries, they don't have those controls.
Yes.
In Europe, I think, European countries, yes, probably the controls exist. But in maybe like South America and Mexico and those places,
probably not,
unfortunately, some of the meat that comes in, we don't know for sure where or how it was treated or what was given to these.
Well, Brigid now doesn't... You see those rushes there now?
Yeah.
Lots of farmers get pesticides and... herbicides and spray those.
Of course, yeah.
We don't
but Brigid doesn't.
If
you want to get rid of them, you cut them.
You mean like the glyphosate, right?
Yeah. She never used it.
My son and I, we farm together, and we get a machine to cut the rushes from time to time. We don't spray any weed killers or anything like that.
Yeah, of course.
There's a river anyway just running nearby. You can't see it now in the trees. There's a river there, so if you get herbicides up here, eventually it finds its way into the river.
Of course, and then all your sheep will try of this little cocktail.
If you have time, we'll walk a bit further. If you
like. For sure, yeah. I need to dry my shoes later on, but
I'm sorry that I never found the Wellington boots.
No. Actually, I saw them at the door, and I was thinking like, it will be all right. But that's a failure I do since for 10 years now. So.
Yeah. Well, that's not. We didn't have rain in the last.
No, of course not. Yeah.
That is what we call dew. I don't know what you call it in German.
It's called.
It's the moisture
Of course, yeah, it's
from
like
the drop in temperature at night.
Yeah, especially that's in German it's called what we say like Morgentau.
All right.
It's like morning
dew.
Yeah, morning dew, something like this. Yeah.
So on top now you'll see the real ram, the father of all the baby
this
lambs.
One there,
just above the gate.
Ah.
And he's got really magnificent horns, you know.
Yeah.
But absolutely harmless creatures. They never bite. They never attack.
Oh really?
No.
Actually, but I saw right now he was. Like one of them was bumping their heads because they
fight with each other.
Yeah, with the food, yeah.
And sometimes they break one of the horns in battle.
Oh yeah.
And the males fight for the females in the.
Millie, the sheep.
Oh, that's Millie.
Millie is another pet sheep.
She's another pet. Yeah.
Her mother had 2 lambs, and one lamb. She only had enough milk for one lamb, so I brought Millie in home and fed her with a bottle.
Ah. Yeah, so you're really taking care of your sheep.
I hope so.
Keep a bit now for the ram.
I will, yeah.
It's very hard to come close to him.
Yeah.
Hey, Millie.
So she is a very friendly girl too. She is a female. So
Yeah, that's why you call her Millie, probably.
Millie, she's called after a German girl, Melanie.
She has a.
She was here like for.
Liam's girlfriend.
Ah, okay.
Melanie, she's called
Liam's your son.
Oh, Liam's my son.
Yeah. Oh, so you're pretty used to Germans already. So you're also used to German.
From Berlin.
Ah, so you're used to German questions. They're all the time straight to the point, like when, if, but, how, why.
I think they're very nice. I like the German people. Very nice people.
Yeah, thank you. I hope I give you a good impression of them.
We may see the ram here.
How many sheep do you have here?
We have around 120.
Wow, 120 sheep. So, and they're all not get lost.
No.
They're used to the terrain.
As long as you feed them, they stay around.
Because they're searching for a new place. Then, oh wow, now I can see it.
She's got. Brigid's land goes back quite a distance, nearly a kilometre. You know.
But why do you separate them?
Well, basically, most of the sheep spend time in the mountain, but some of those sheep had lambs late, and we gave them a chance to be in the fields.
Ah, of course, yeah.
Because they were near the house.
Yeah.
And it was handy. So most of the sheep up here have had lambs earlier, and their lambs are big now.
Yeah.
And they can survive better in the mud.
Of course, yeah. Hey there.
But we send them all up to the mountain as well, at all different times.
Yeah.
Also, Millie and Pedro like being down near the house, since that's where they were reared.
Oh, now we have to climb a little bit. Oh. Should I?
Oh, thanks.
Oh.